Hello, I'm Kirsten Hodgins, and here are 4 ways to recognize the voice of your ego versus that still soft voice of your higher self. Number 1, it's loving, helpful, and compassionate if it's your higher self, and it's the opposite. It is not helpful. It's your inner self-sabotage. It's opposite of helpful, and it's the opposite of loving. It is competitive and a comparison and measuring, and it's not compassionate. It is blame, and it is like really not a place of your higher self. Your higher self is going to be nudging you, that still soft voice, right before you retaliate in an argument. It's going to say, be kind, hold your tongue. It's going to say, be patient. It's going to have all sorts of guidance in terms of how to respond, but we often sweep it away. And then in hindsight, we recognized, oh, I should have listened to my gut. So start to pay attention to that inner voice. Ask it, how can I tune in? What is helpful? How can I be compassionate? And how can I be loving? What would my higher self say? I think when we pause and put our hand on our heart, really connect with that inner voice, we'll be able to recognize it all along because we're willing to listen to it. Number 2 is patience. Our higher self is this all-knowing. It's connected with the infinite. It has the GPS navigation in terms of where we're going, where we're headed, and we often don't trust it. We don't have faith in the future because it's the unseen reality, and we judge from only what we know of the current circumstances. We take a look at the physical world and say, what's going on? And I don't trust it. I don't see evidence of it, and we lose patience. And I think that if we lost something and we recognize there's this blame or this panic that overcomes us, and we don't have that inner patience that we're going to find it, I think that if you put your hand on your heart and you really felt into it, you would feel a calmness and a peace that says, oh, I'm going to find it. It's just mislocated, or I put it down without being mindful, and I'll find it. And I think if we're not recognizing that still soft voice that's leading us all along, then we're operating from this instant panic and reaction, and we're not allowing both of those realities to be experienced so that we could really learn from it. Number 3 is simplicity. It's that things are a lot simpler than we make it. Their ego complicates, it confuses, because we think that things are so catastrophizing. Like we think of things as being so overwhelming in a mountain, but really if we just listen to those baby steps, those internal nudges that say, call that person or take this action step, but we feel like it's a lot more complicated than it is, and we dismiss it, and we're not taking action on the things that are so simple, but yet so powerful and profound. And so begin to pay attention to those repetitive feelings, those nudges that you get to do something or to reach out or call or book an appointment or things like that, and begin to really cultivate that relationship. Be willing to listen to your higher self. And the 4th one, it's the feeling that it brings you. I love the word anxiety because anxiety is the perfect balance between, you still got that fear because it's the unknown and the uncertainty, but you have this resonance of excitement which comes from your higher self. It's a pull, it's a drawing of longing. It's that resonance that something is going to come out of this for you at the end of the tunnel. And that's what drives you to take those steps even in fear. And I think if we feel anxiousness alone with a heaviness and there's no desire with it, then we know that it's not really meant for us to take that step or to go that far. You'll discern it within yourself through practice, but you'll understand as you begin to connect with your heart and begin to ask it those questions, then you'll begin to recognize that your heart and your higher self is trying to lead you all along. Blessings.